Hi homies, Forsaken is notoriously not a very star-friendly game. That's probably the reason why you're watching this video, to get better at the game. The first thing we want to do is change some of those settings. I would recommend attack hitboxes and hit markers. You can even add a hit sound to make sure you really know that you hit that person. You can later turn off the attack hitboxes if you feel comfortable enough knowing where they roughly are. Now for your first tip, and one of the most important ones, is knowing who you're up against. This applies for both the survivors and the killers. Each survivor and killer has their own set of abilities to help them. And these sets of abilities are what you should be aware of. Example, for Noli, if your killer's Noli in the round, you want to be making sure you're on the lookout for fake generators. Or, if there's a 2-time in the round, always check your back, because they might be looking around. My second tip is to memorize map layouts. Knowing the map layout is pretty good for knowing where item spawns, looping, and where looping spots are. Tip 3. Do generators. Not only do they give you EXP and cash, but they also decrease the round timer. And they give you kill chance, aka Malice. Tip 4. Know how to use items. There's currently 2 items in the game, not including the fake ones, which can be gotten in the regular game. There's the blocky colors and the medkits. These items are very useful and can save you in a pinch if they're used correctly. The blocky color gives you the speed 2 effect for 10 seconds, but takes a little bit to use. It's best used in LMS or in a chase if you have enough space. Keyword enough space. You'd be surprised how quickly a kill can close the distance. Medkits heal about 80 HP, but they also take a little bit to use. So try to save your medkits until you absolutely need them, or can give them to a teammate. Unless you're in LMS. If you're in LMS, the amount of HP you have doesn't really matter. Tip 5. Understand and utilize your abilities. Everyone has abilities, so you should take time to read the character descriptions to understand their abilities. For example, Noob has a Bloxy Cola, but this is not like the item. It plays quite a bit quicker, but only gives you speed 1. Let me know if I should make an updated video on understanding your kit. Tip 6. Understand juking and looping. When in chase, you shouldn't be running in a straight line, as the killer is faster than you. With juking, you want to randomly move, make yourself unpredictable. As the harder you are to predict, it makes it harder for the killer to land hits on you. Example, if Slash is trying to land up ahead on you, try to move left or right, or even behind him to dodge it. Looping is different. You're basically ringing around the Rosie, a killer, around the island, which is basically just a long set of objects in the map. Example, one of the power rocks in Brandon Walks. Looping is used in conjunction with stamina management, which we'll be getting into that in the next tip. You use this to keep your stamina advantage over the killer. Looping is to waste the killer's time, as in a perfect world, the killer will eventually catch up with you. Just remember, juking and looping might not always work. Number 7. Stamina management. This is a very important thing to learn, so pay attention. You have a limited amount of stamina, so it's very important to manage it well. If you reach 0 stamina, it will take a lot longer to regen than if you had 10 stamina and started regenning. Running out of stamina leaves you vulnerable to attacks, so don't run out. You want to have a stamina advantage against the person you're up against. This applies for both killer and survivor. The more stamina you have against the other person, the better. Number 8. Help your team. I cannot express enough how much teamwork changes Forsaken. This only applies if you're playing a support or sentinel, as survivors, as the name intends, are supposed to survive with their abilities, not help. Are meant to use their abilities to help them survive and not others. It's a lot harder for the killers to win if you're playing like a team. Tip number 9. Play a character you're comfortable with. If you're good at 2-time or Shaletsky, play them and don't feel forced to play any other character that you know you're not very good at. Tip 10, and the final one for today. Understanding that some things are out of your control. Forsaken is an RNG based game. You can be put up against a player or players who will have way more playtime than you. As Forsaken is a rank based thing, and everyone's just mingled, high playtime and low playtime, which kinda sucks. Also note that some maps, killers, and survivals aren't very balanced, and there's nothing you can do about that. Anyways, thanks for watching. Comment down below if you thought these tips were useful. If you have any tips you want to share, also comment down below. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.